The reward is not the destination, it's the process.
You cannot wake up, I'm gonna do this. Before you say that, you thought about it. By the time that you think that you work in verse, you already thinking. That's my point.
I was about to. I should have said it first.
I look 27, motherfuckers.
Dude, imagine if we use that as like that's like the title.
Black on rock.
Dude, that'd be so dumb. I looked at Paulo and I started laughing. I'm sorry.
Paulo, man.
Oh, that's so
Let me talk about my future, bro. God damn.
Oh, shit.
I'm trying to focus, man.
All right,
Somebody
go.
has to focus here, man, in this room.
It's all in your mind.
If you want to be fancy, hold your pinky up like this.
Yeah, baby. Hengombe. Wilson.
Wilson is my first name. That's what
So
most people know me.
I remember we met downtown at my job. You were buying glasses.
Downtown Tucson.
Yes, downtown
Okay.
Tucson. Where are you living now?
Now I live in Scottsdale. South Scottsdale, but Scottsdale still. Scottsdale, Arizona.
But where'd you come? When I met you in Tucson, downtown Tucson, where'd you come from? Because you were going to college.
Yes. So let me give you guys a little background story of, if I had to sum up my quote-unquote story in a few sentences. I was born in 1995, September 12th. By the way, my birthday is coming up. If anybody wants to send gift, I can send my address, by the way.
Your address? Were they going to send you envelope money like the olden days?
I'll take the money. Yeah. Over a lot of
You mean like PayPal or Venmo?
I guess 2023. Yeah, I
Okay.
guess I can. That's a better translation.
Okay, go ahead.
Yeah. Anyhow, if I had to sum up who Wilson Hengombe is, somebody who was born in the city of Mosammed's Namib province, came to the United States in 2013 in the summer. I still remember the day, June 18, 2013. I flew at 10 p.m. from Luanda, Angola, which is the capital of where I'm from, Angola, Southwest Africa. Shout out to my country, by the way, the best place on the planet.
Shout out.
Yep. So I left at 10 p.m., 10:30 to be more specific, and then landed in Houston, Texas.
Sorry, bring it a little closer to you.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, I landed in Houston, Texas, I believe 11 a.m. Texas time. And then from there, I went to Denver, Colorado for English school at English Language Center at the University of Denver. After having completed that, I attended a couple quarters at University of Denver. And then subsequently, I transferred to the University of Arizona. That's how I ended up in the state of Arizona, in the beautiful state of Arizona,
What year?
I may add. So I moved to Arizona. I remember the specific day. So I flew from Denver, Colorado to Tucson, Arizona, December 23rd of 2016. And I started school at the U of A January 11 of 2017. Yeah.
For what were you going to study for?
Okay.
That's one thing we didn't talk about when we first met. We just never talked about education at all. We just
Yeah, it was right away.
Shoot the shit.
You know how it goes. So I've always wanted to do some sort of engineer. And growing up where I grew up, which is not necessarily a mining town per se, but heavily surrounded by mining towns. So I, from the beginning, gravitated towards doing some sort of engineer that involved like mining or mineral explorations. Ooh. As a result, when I got the opportunity to come to the States and get a college degree, I was like, it's a no-brainer. I'm doing some sort of engineering that involves exploring mineral resources.
Let me help you out real quick. Let me show you something.
Right,
I've noticed this with many. So I'm still new at this as well.
Okay.
I've noticed this. A lot of guests hold it like this to
Yeah.
their face. Well, if you hold it like this, you can see your
Oh.
face a lot better, and you can speak. Look, see now you can see your face.
Oh, okay, got it.
Now
Perfect.
A lot better.
Perfect,
But I
okay.
learned that from the last podcast
Oh, okay. I was trying to figure that one
because
out.
I didn't notice during the conversation because I was trying to be focused and present. But while during the editing process, I was like, "Son of a bitch." I would see certain clips, and I'm like,
Yeah.
he's like this, and he's talking, but you can't see his face.
Yeah, yeah.
And I was
yeah.
like, I need to be more on top of it.
Right, right. Oh, appreciate it then. Appreciate it for looking out, bro.
But yeah, about engineering and mining and
Yeah, so like I was saying, from the jump, given the environment that I was surrounded by, I knew that I was going to be involved at some level to some sort of engineer that involves mineral explorations, and mining engineer kind of fit the profile. So as a result, that was my plan as soon as I got to the States. And it just so happened that I was in University of Denver, which is more of a business school. So as soon as I completed my English program there, I right away was admitted as an undergrad student. And initially I was undeclared. And then over time, I was like, okay, I got to kind of pick a major at this point. So I picked mechatronic engineer, which is, yeah, that's all they had. So I was like,
all of it sounds like a lot of brain power.
sounds like not a lot of sleep from
Yeah,
my
yeah,
experience.
dude,
Yeah,
yeah.
that's definitely what it was.
You did graduate, right?
Oh, yeah, I did graduate. Let me see, what year are we? 2-3 years ago from U of A. And then, professionally, obviously there's some confidentiality, that some information I don't want to disclose, but I work
Remember,
with,
I can always edit.
yeah, okay,
so-
perfect. Yeah, but I work with a consulting company, and I work as a civil engineer. I mean, I know I didn't go to school for civil engineering.
You gotta let me know though what you do not want to disclose, so I can cut it out.
I got you.
So just let me know.
Yeah, we'll do.
Okay.
Yeah, we'll do.
Man, I should have. Man, if I knew you were gonna be dressed like that, I would have dressed in some like Miami style clothes. I would have dressed in a white tee with like my chest out.
Bro, trust me.
Because
I
we would have looked
tried.
good.
I tried to look as cool as a chick. So I tried to look as cool at the same time as like
Casual.
casual as possible. It's like, okay, like let's all breathe, let's all take a minute type of vibe.
So
at the same
damn,
time.
dude, are you from there as well?
Yep.
Yeah, and you're how long you been out here for?
Yeah, he's also from Angola.
Yeah.
9 years or 10?
Hold on, guys. Hold on.
10 years? Okay.
You're good. You're good.
Yeah. Just get him a mic or get him a video.
Oh yeah, dude.
Yeah, let's get this motherfucker video, man.
See how's it look on your side? Let me see.
Bro, you're gonna put him on video? I'm not ready for the video. Right?
Yeah, you don't have to be ready, man. That's perfect, yeah.
Man,
Bro, you look fantastic.
All right, I'll put it over
I'm
here.
not ready. I'm not ready.
You don't want the mic?
No, not the mic. I'm gonna just
Before you go, at least I want you to hear what let's see what it feels like and sounds like.
Yeah, we
Oh
want.
shit! I can't even see Wilson from here because of the tree.
Nah, I'm not
Oh,
ready.
okay.
Oh, scheisse.
Be careful.
But yeah, man.
So, hold on.
Yeah,
So
go ahead, go ahead.
This is not live, right?
No, we're not live.
Okay.
It's recorded.
You're gonna
He's,
edit
yeah, he's gonna edit it before
Yeah.
he posts
okay,
it.
that's why
Yeah.
I was trying to be quiet because I thought.
No. Oh, it's not live at all, dude.
We actually want you involved in a conversation so we can look at it. Ooh.
Yeah, I'm not ready for that. Even look at myself.
You look, dude. Look, there's a big mirror over there. Check it out.
Yeah, that's why
Yeah.
I went to
You
the
look-
mirror
dude.
before.
Because my hair is
You
Bro,
look-
you should be on camera,
You look
bro.
fine,
Just
man.
make sure what you need to change over there and then get your ass. We're gonna get your camera going, bro.
You look good, man.
You look fantastic, bro.
No worries, no worries.
You good?
Okay.
Are you
I
sure?
don't know the source. We'll do. We'll
Next.
Fair enough.
So, question. So, you guys are from the same hometown, same.
Not the same
Province.
hometown, but same country.
You guys call it province.
I'm from province,
Yeah.
provincia, yeah. So I'm from the southwest. So funny story. My hometown province, in other words, it's called Namib because it's surrounded by the Namib Desert. It's the only place on planet, by the way, where the desert meets the Atlantic Ocean. There's no other place where that happens. It's in my hometown.
That's cool.
Okay, yeah.
You miss it?
Oh, yeah, I love it, man. That's a place for retirement, by the way.
Okay.
Maybe not to make money because the population density is very small.
You mean to retire though, like?
Yeah, because you can, a lot of people that like not necessarily friends of, but I know of, they have like beach houses and things like that. It's like a common thing that people, yeah.
It sounded like you said, my friends got bitch houses.
Oh shit!
We mean beach. You mean beach.
Oh damn!
Careful when you say
It sounded like I know what you meant, but I was like, dude, I should.
Full disclosure.
I'm gonna clip that. My friends got
disclosure.
bitch houses.
Yeah, full
That's
disclosure.
so funny.
English is not my first language, so I may or may not say things that you guys may or may not have difficulty understanding.
Dude, I think they know, man.
Yeah, hopefully so. I hope so. At this point, wait, I meant beach houses, not beach
Yeah.
houses.
Hey, so you
Well, it's kind of
you said
interchangeable.
you also
yeah.
mentioned Portuguese.
Portuguese. Yeah, it's
do you
my
know-
first language.
What?
It is my first language. Yeah, ironically.
How?
Bro,
Yeah, I'm so confused.
Bro, let me tell you something.
That's so intriguing.
The Portuguese, like we all talk about how the British Empire was big, bro. The Portuguese as the OG.
All right, let me pivot into this real quick because I'm gonna go straight into the articles you wanted me to read.
Okay.
You're very interested into like international affairs.
Yeah, geopolitics.
But, like-
that's my realm.
Yeah, but like before college, like you've always been interested in this stuff.
Yeah, so so a little background story. So my dad, during the independence process back home, he used to be involved politically. So initially he was, so he always been part of the quote unquote opposition after independence became opposition, which is the political party known as UNITA back home, which is the second biggest political party back home. So yeah, my dad was always a big member back in the days, like, you know, when he was in his mid to late 20s, you know, had his education on point, and back in the days, that wasn't very common. So he was like that guy, I guess, in his neighborhood, so to speak. So, and then, you know, obviously after the independence, we had the Civil War, really long fought Civil War. So there was like internal fighting, and then it was like kind of purging from the political party that ended up gaining the power, so to speak. So they were like kind of, quote unquote, hunting some people that they saw as a threat / challenge. So, and damn, this is a inside story, but I'm gonna tell you. I already started. I gotta go there. I gotta go there.
Go.
I already
Go
went there. I gotta go all the way. So this yeah, you gotta beep that thing. So this is one of those stories where your elders only tell you when they're like a little bit tipsy and things like that. So I think I was about 14 or 15 when I heard that story. So my dad and his quote unquote best friend, they knew that given the political climate at the time, they were being kind of, you know, pursued by some entities. So they were staying in a non-disclosured place in a very big city for those standards, for the standards of the country, and especially back in those days. So, and my dad's friend knew that my dad was the main target. So he, so to speak, snitched on him, and he told the authorities where my dad was staying.
What do you mean by so to speak?
So to speak, I mean like
Nobody knows who actually sold it, but he's like a suspect.
he said it. Yeah, like eventually they found out that he was the one, because he was one of the few ones.
His own friend.
Yeah, also family member.
Dang, why does that always happen, man? It's you hear these stories, right, in like Netflix documentaries and so on and so
Yeah.
forth, where like it's that philosophy saying or that statement or whatever, where it's like, beware of the ones that are closest to you because they're the ones that can hurt you the most. One of those weird, I don't know the actual quote, but
Yeah.
it's just sort of discouraging to like allow people around you, because then you hear all these stories and you're just like, it's like history repeats itself.
Yeah.
Oh, that's the heater. Sorry, that's the dryer.
Oh
No, you're good. It's the clothes drying, dude.
Yeah.
We gotta get this guy on camera, bro.
Yeah, we need to get your ass on camera,
Bro.
man.
Do you know who Rashad Evans is? Is MMA fighter, UFC fighter to be particular. You
I
actually
might know his face though. I might know his face.
a former UFC champion.
Yeah.
You look like Rashad Evans, dude. It's a compliment.
Bro, we need you.
Oh, it's a big deal. Yeah,
bro.
we'll get you in a bit. But I want to let your rant going. But you're talking about the
Yeah, so okay, let me close out that, and then I was gonna go on a different tangent.
Go.
Well, since you mentioned like friends and all that betrayal, so like yeah, I'm gonna close that chapter out where I was saying so like my dad's friend kind of snitched on him, for lack of better terms, and then my dad spent some time in jail, and then he was released in a condition that he would give up his political life and move outside from the kind of political power center, which is mostly the capital. Back in those days, used to be the case.
Do you know how old he was at that time? Your dad?
He told me it was late 70s. So
Dang.
he was born in 1955.
So very wise and mature at that time.
Yeah, certainly.
Okay.
Yeah, certainly older than 25.
My mind was like envisioning him being your age right now,
He was around my age actually.
which is actually how old are you now?
I'm 27.
I was about to. I should have said it first.
I look 27, motherfuckers.
Bro, dude, black don't crack, bro. You could be 53,
Bro.
Dude, imagine if we use that as like that's like the title.
Black don't crack.
Dude, that'd be so dumb.
Yeah, so
Your dad with the
yeah, so he ended up spending some time in jail and political prisoner, and then eventually, like I said, the deal the main political party at that time was willing to cut for him was that he would step away from politics and just kind of,
do you think they threatened him
Oh, they definitely did. Yeah.
for the power, huh?
Yeah, man. Yeah.
But do you think in your opinion now that you're looking back and all this information now that you're older as well,
Yeah.
do you think that your dad in that position at like 70 something 73 you said he
Yes,
was?
yeah.
Do you
Back
think-
in
do
the
you think-
75, 79.
So do you
Yeah.
think the powers that be that were younger than him trying to make a name for themselves, the uprising power, do you think that they were just like, yo, they probably warned him before, like, hey, can you gotta like retire so we can move up, and he said no, and they're like, okay, then we threatened him.
Right.
Do you think that's 'cause at a certain age? How long was he doing his job for?
So
In that position.
Yeah. So one thing that I've learned about the history that I don't know much of, that the brief knowledge that I have about the history of the struggle of independence in the whole continent of Africa was that a lot of the people that were in the forefront of it were really young and educated men. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm sure we had some females that also made a name for themselves, but it was mostly led by men that were fortunate enough at that time to be educated. So they were able to understand what exactly was going on, what the system was, and how to break it and build a new system that would be more equitable for everybody. So, yeah, my dad started really early. He was probably really early 20s, because I know from what he told me, he started like, because the struggle officially started in 1961 to get independence. And from what I've heard from my dad, from our conversations that we have had in the past, he started around the time when he was like graduating from high school. So really his late teens, more so like officially like associating himself with political parties in his early 20s. So
he's been in that political atmosphere for the majority of his whole
the vast majority of his like adulthood, early adulthood,
and that's how you got into.
So the reason the reason or how I got into this is because I have a lot of, so in my house we have this room where we just have a lot of cassettes. I don't know if that's a thing anymore. You know, those tapes.
Hey, I'm 31, dude.
Yeah. Oh, you probably know what I'm talking about.
How old are you, brother? 28? So 27, 28. Yeah. I'm 31, dude.
Bro, you older than me. What the fuck?
Hey, dude. I know. Oh.
Yeah, I do not want to remind you of that.
No, I'm okay. I'm glad. I'm happy, dude. It's weird because when I was your age, which is, it sounds nothing like, I feel like we're the same age, 27, 28. I remember when I was 27, 28, even though it seems like we're the same.
Yeah. It's probably around the time that I met you.
Bro.
Probably around the time that I met you.
29, few weeks, next month.
Okay, but there is a weird, people used to always tell me this and I did not believe it.
Yeah.
And it is a big shift in mentality. I don't know if it's like a testosterone change or physiological change or psychological change. I don't know what happened.
Yeah.
But 31 and a half, 30 and a half, like 30, something just clicked and something
I
just,
hear a lot about the chapter 3.0.
it's something
30.
3 point, it is, well, actually for me it was 3.5.
Oh, okay. 30 and a half.
Yeah, and something just flipped. Like my mind, I started to be no longer, I'm still impulsive, but not as much. And everything just went like this. It went from like high output of like inhibition and like just crazy
Gotta
just
conquer the world type shit.
It went boom.
It's all about the mindset, you know.
You know why?
True.
Because we all put ourselves in like in my 30s, I want to have that, I want to have that. Like when you get there, you know.
It's a different story, huh?
So like it's gonna be like, damn, I'm already there.
We gotta get you a seat.
Yeah.
Gotta get you a seat over
Well-
here, dude. I should have put the camera over
We
here.
did, yo,
because-
bro, I've been telling you.
You know why it sucks? You know why this sucks? I should have set up the freaking microphone for you because you.
Oh, yeah,
'cause
so we can hear you.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
what you just said is great.
Yeah,
Like,
that's
it was-
fucking
what you said
bars.
was great. It was bars. Yeah.
Yeah.
But I'm not sure if the audio captured it.
That's the problem.
So
do we have an
that's
extra
what
mic?
Sucks. I do, but I gotta set it up and it takes a sec.
What's a sec? We got
Like,
all the time in the world, bro.
Let me think.
I have a work tomorrow, so I can.
Yeah. How long you got?
I don't
What
know.
time is it?
The pen is already 8.
What's your?
We can be here until 9:30. 9:30 works?
It's up to you, dude.
Yeah, it's up to you.
That works.
Yeah.
Okay.
We can do 90 minutes to 2 hours.
Don't give a man another work, man. It's
No, I don't mind. I don't mind. But see, I told you, every time somebody sits on that chair, they
Yeah,
always
I
have
know.
something
I
to
can
say.
already imagine, bro.
And it works.
Yeah.
It
Now
works.
I understand why the biggest podcaster guys, they always give a mic to the producer because it's just it just kind of complements the conversation.
Podcast and I know that, you know.
But he's right though. It always complements the conversation because
does.
What is that old school saying? What is it? It's just a different conversation. Was it 2 brains are better than 1? But when you have a third,
More brain is all
yeah, it's sort of like when you watch Flagrant.
Yeah, oh yeah.
A lot of the times, that's one of the things we related on when we first met. We're like,
Yeah,
"Bro,
yeah,
and you
yeah,
showed?"
yeah.
We're like, what?
I'm the show to our guy.
Like, this
Yeah.
is a long time ago.
It was
and
a
we're
minute,
like,
yeah.
dude.
He wasn't even as mainstream.
I know before the new studio, but
Yeah.
but if you notice, he's always kept the same structure, even with Brilliant Idiots.
Yeah.
But Brilliant Idiots, they always have an audience to feedback off of because
Yeah.
if you're an entertainer or because I performed on stage, rock, metal.
Yeah.
But you both know, even if you're not, when you're in front of people, you act differently than when you're alone.
Exactly. Oh yeah.
You're just being societal.
Yeah, naturally, your
Yeah,
survival instinct's gonna give you different feedback.
And that's why when you watch podcasts that are very entertaining and very energetic, they always have more than 2 guests.
Definitely, yeah.
I don't know how Rogan does. Rogan somehow mastered the.
Jamie is being very, sometimes.
I know,
yeah.
but majority of the podcasts, Rogan is able to. I can't believe I hate bringing up the Rogan thing because the podcast, the world has been oversaturated. Where I've been wanting to do this podcast for so long, man. I posted on the Instagram 2016 January something.
Yeah.
I tried my first pod. And I still have the video, and I did I call it threesome pod back then too. But 2016, dude, I tried. I just didn't want to release it because it didn't look to me the way I looked at like my idols. Like I listened to like Tiger Belly and so I didn't post it. But I was so dumb. I wish I had somebody to tell me, hey.
Everybody's
because everybody starts off like shit.
Oh yeah,
but
bro.
nobody told me that.
This podcast is not going to be perfect, bro.
I
know
yeah.
we both gonna look back. We're like, oh yeah, we could have done
Has high five.
Polished that. Oh my bad.
No. I did it myself, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, bro, you got some calluses on you, dude. You got some
Yes,
callus.
sir. Oh, I mean,
Oh, I know. I saw you working out.
I have no choice, man.
Look at my callus.
Oh, I see.
But
You got some.
I got some nice ass. I got some nice ass hands. But I saw you working out in Scottsdale.
Yeah.
Pound,
oh
dude.
yeah.
Good for that, bro.
I've been trying to,
Bulk up.
just honestly, not necessarily. Like I don't have like a specific fitness goal per se, but
Yeah.
I just want to maintain my body type.
Do you know what's intriguing? Have you got this often? You sound Filipino.
I sound Filipino?
Yep.
My accent? Mm-hmm. Oh shit. Well, I speak Portuguese and Spanish, maybe.
Well, Filipino, Portuguese.
Maybe un poquito, yeah.
Bro, so wait, so let's dive into that. How the hell is Portuguese your first language?
There we go. Let's go back to the...
No, because honestly, I look, bro. How would I'm legit. Didn't graduate high school. I dropped out like quarter of sophomore.
Yeah.
But I got lucky. I should have got failed in freshman. Mm-hmm. I got my GED in prison. Mm-hmm. So my source of knowledge basic educational structural, I call it structural knowledge
Right.
of what they teach you and what you should know, which I think is cool, it's valuable, but I don't know it. I don't know like continents. I don't know like whatever you know, because you went to school, you went through the whole educational system.
Yeah.
I don't really know any of that nonsense. I just
Right.
know what the fuck I know.
Yeah.
Like if you notice, like I'm pretty
You got more real life experience.
pretty much in a
Yeah.
way, but I would like to know also the
Some
other side
yeah,
as well,
academic side of things.
100%.
Yeah.
I would love to know. Like when you're talking, I'm like, honestly, we went to Greece recently. Did you see that?
Yeah, I saw your
so
posts,
dope.
Yeah. That was fun. Damn,
but,
I was jealous as well.
In my mind, I'm like, I don't know where. If somebody gave me a fucking map or a globe, I have no idea where that's at. For example, I have no idea where the fuck Mississippi's at. I have no idea where the fuck. Where are you living? You said you're living in the East Coast. Where are you at?
I'm staying. I still live in Scottsdale. I'm working in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania.
Okay, see, I don't know what the fuck that's at.
Yeah, that's
On the freaking map, bro.
well. So from where I stay, from the hotel that I stay in Pittsburgh, well, technically Monaco, which is 15 minutes north of Pittsburgh. The same shit, honestly. I'm 7 hours away from New York City driving. I'm 4 hours and a half driving to Philadelphia, Philly. Once you're in Philly, like for instance, I drove to DC recently. It was 4 hours drive.
You went there just to travel?
Just to see a friend. I have a friend who used to live
Cool.
there, so we went there. I went there and met him.
Did you meet him through college?
Yes, I did.
Dude.
He's also from Angola, by the way, from my country as well. Yeah, so we're from different cities, but pretty much.
Still though, dude,
Yeah.
that's another thing that I wish that my life could have. Everybody thinks that their life could have went this way, that way, this way. My upbringing is way different.
Okay.
Something you would never think of because look the way I look. You would
Yeah.
never think what my life was.
Yeah.
But I do have admiration or admire people who go through the educational system like college and
Yeah.
they finish high school first of all,
Yeah.
and then go to college and they actually finish college because I do see like it's a whole life experience, a whole different world where you meet friends almost for life.
Right.
I still have my friends for life now, but that was from high school.
Right.
I could only imagine what my life could have been if I went to college.
Yeah.
But vice versa. I probably wouldn't be as good as guitar. I wouldn't have done what I did with my music, or I wouldn't have this.
Not as much real life experience, perhaps.
I'd probably be a prick, bro. I honestly probably be a prick.
There's a lot of bricks that I know that I met in
I don't know,
college.
though. I don't know.
No offense to some of y'all, but
What? No offense to pricks?
I mean,
Fuck the pricks, man. Fuck
hey,
them.
man.
Tell them loosen up. Smoke some weed. Fucking work out. Fuck
Hey.
the pricks, bro.
There is one thing I take pride of. Like, I don't like body shaming anybody, obviously, but man, you gotta go to the gym. Like, that's one thing you have control over. Like, you can control whether you're tall or short. You can't control.
Calling us out, bro.
My bad.
He's calling us short.
I'm not the tallest guy on the planet, but in this room, so there's that saying.
He's
that,
like this. They don't call me Hengombe for nothing.
Hey, man.
No,
Big boo for a
Don't-
fucking reason.
They can Google
Yeah,
it.
there's one thing that I always like. I have to emphasize all the time because I think it's good. Like, you have to go to the gym. Like, it teaches you discipline. It just, especially as a man. Like, as a man, there's so many obstacles that you're gonna encounter in this world. Like, just living, being alive. As a man, you have to deliver. And if you challenge yourself, like, gym is one of those things you have to challenge yourself. Like, you're not obligated to go, but you have to have that purpose, that mindset that I gotta go to the gym. Like, I gotta do one more rep. I gotta do one more set.
Let me get some input into that.
Yeah.
What I've noticed is it's no longer that perception of working out. If you don't want to like fat shame or so on and so forth.
Yeah.
Because I don't work out for physique. What do they call it? My vanity. I don't work out for vanity. I work out because mentally, I mentally need it, dude. If I don't work out, I either get angry a lot or I get really, I beat myself up. Like, you should be doing this, which is not a bad thing. Mm-hmm. Like, you suck at this, you failed at this. But when I work out, it just takes off all the. So what I'm trying to say is to you is, it's a biological need as human beings to work out. You know that.
Yeah.
It's we're not supposed to be eating as much as we're eating. The calorie surplus, the preservatives. It's the you have so much energy built up when you wake up. You need to expend is that the proper word? Expand it.
yeah, expand,
So,
yeah.
but you were saying about like, yeah, one more rep.
Yeah.
But,
So what I was getting is
Damn,
like I was gonna get there.
People are gonna
so-
hate this shit.
I know. Yeah.
They're like,
so-
the motherfuckers are lecturing us.
I know.
And they're
man.
drinking.
I didn't. I
and
did.
they're
I did
drinking,
not mean to lecture.
Nah,
anybody.
I know,
But where I was getting
Yeah,
is like it was the key is always the mental part.
Yes.
Because like for me, I look at working out as more of a preparation of the challenge in the world, in the real world. Because I'm very much like you. If I don't work out, bro, Jesus, I'm lazy as a motherfucker.
Oh, I'm not lazy.
bro.
No, I'm angry.
Like I'm not as angry, but I can't do shit.
But-
as a result,
Yeah.
I get angry at
Oh.
myself. Yeah, as a result, I'm just like, you're not delivering, man.
Hey, we got if you're gonna
Yeah,
speak,
yeah.
bro, you gotta get in here, bro, because I don't think my
Yeah, we want to make sure they hear you.
Yeah, I wanna hear you. No.
because otherwise they won't know what
No.
we are reacting to.
do me a favor though, just come sit down here for a second,
Yeah,
and just to hear what it sounds like. Remember, I can cut this out; it's not live.
yeah.
So just I want you to feel what it sounds.
Just feel it.
No, I want you to feel.
Come on
And
then.
keep in mind, man. I'm gonna be getting a new chair and stuff.
Okay.
And I'm also getting a table.
I got you, bro.
How it feels
Yeah,
like.
perfect. I got you, bro. Yeah,
Do your
just
thing. Remember, it's still Tron. So
Is it
you
better?
gotta remember you can move this as much as you want. So
Okay.
Kick back. Are you a fan of Lakers for real?
Oh yeah.
Okay, one from Los Angeles.
hey man, you from LA?
Oh, you are?
Yeah, but I don't care about.
Okay.
I don't care about. Move it around.
No, I think it's good.
Hear yourself.
I can barely see you. Get close to the mic, bro.
I can hear you.
I'm gonna see.
Oh, you can?
Okay.
Because I'm close to the mic. You're not.
I'm gonna make sure everything's not failing.
Okay.
But do your thing. You're gonna say something about.
Yeah. Make your point. You were saying something.
No,
by the way.
I was about to say like you saying workouts like
Yeah.
the way that makes you feel better, but you
Yeah, mentally, yeah.
yeah, mentally you gotta know that there is other stuff that you can do to make you feel better as well. So
Mm.
you saying that workout is what people should do. I don't
Right.
think it's what people should do. You should do something that makes you feel the way that you feel.
Oh.
It's not only workout, but
Right.
you can do any
Other
other
things.
other thing. You know, that's what I
Oh, so find whatever it is that complements you
Yeah.
and makes you feel mentally better.
Yeah.
Don't just
No.
stick to the formula
No.
of working out is the solution.
No, it's not.
I agree. Yeah, I
For
agree.
some people.
Yeah, I agree. No, I agree. I totally
do,
agree.
Like I have a coworker that literally, I wake up at 5 a.m. to have a meeting. She wake up 5 a.m. to actually go to work out and then work at 8.
Hmm.
So it just
yeah, it
What-
varies from person to person. There is
Person
no
to person,
one
no, yeah.
one solution fits all type of thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If I were in the third seat, I would have something to count. They can hear me. I can see. I would have something to counteract to that. Although you are correct, you're giving the alternative option. If they're a parent and they are a single parent and they can't afford to go to the gym, you are right. That's the alternative. Find something you're passionate about and use that energy towards that.
Right.
But break it all the way down. It's a human biological need to be physically active, to exert energy. But here's the thing: if say for example, if you eat conservatively, like if you eat clean and the calories needed for your energy expenditure, and you're not fat,
Right.
then sure you can do those things. But a lot of times, I think I'm not being factual here, but I think as a human need, you need to exert energy. But hold on, I know you guys have something to say. I know.
I'm listening.
But I think I'm wrong in this because I am still young and I'm still inexperienced in this sense because I just think maybe that's just my genetics talking. My
Right,
genetics
right,
require me
right,
to work
yeah.
out, 'cause if I don't work out, it affects my mental state.
Right.
There's some people that I have met where they don't fucking work out and they're as happy as they can be. They're fucking successful.
Yeah.
They don't work out.
well,
What about my friends?
yeah, you're right. What it really just depends. You know, I wouldn't say that to everyone, right? As you say, so it just depends from one person to another, right? Let's say like somebody that work a lot in the field. What you do is really hard.
Yeah. It's a lot of work.
I mean, that's a workout. That's like literally physically, like really,
Yeah, you're doing physical shit?
yeah. That's,
well,
I mean,
walking around, you know.
like the field.
I can hear you. I gotta go pee, and the mic's here to catch it. But
You got it,
I'm
yeah.
listening though.
No,
It's
yeah.
hard.
And
Yeah,
I was
yeah,
saying,
go ahead,
so
go
like
on.
what you do, like there's other people that do like actually
Yeah.
field work
Yeah,
and
yeah,
stuff.
yeah, hell
You know,
yeah.
that I know that can be like hard,
Yeah,
especially in mining.
physically, yeah.
You have
physically
people that
demanding.
literally doing like hiking while they work.
Yeah, I do a lot of those walking.
know?
It's flat land, but it's
That's
sort of
that's a
light.
workout.
Yeah,
That's a workout.
yeah.
So if you do that already a work. So for me, you don't really.
Yeah. So I agree with you, but the
But
thing
I'm
is,
just about his point of
Yeah, yeah.
the natural body. So as long as like if you have like a let's say
yeah. For me, yeah. Huh?
Yeah.
You were right because my girlfriend, her sister's husband, he's a carpenter. He builds houses from the ground up.
Mm-hmm.
And she's always telling him, "You need to work out. You need to work out." He's like, "I work out
like
hours." So you're right. So it's
So
very
if it's-
He's right, but at the same time, I want to make this point though, because I do a lot of manual work, and although it is like I get like thousands of steps like in a given day when I'm on the field, but the difference to me is the mindset. Like I know that's work to me, but I know when I get to the hotel, I'll probably have some dinner, some food, some meal, depending on what time I get back, and then relax. I always have to do my ritual, which is like get ready, go to the gym. Like for me, it's not about like lifting weights per se. It's just the minding practice of it. It's like me waking up and brushing my teeth. Nobody has to tell me that I need to do that. Like I just do it because it's something that I purposely programmed myself to do it.
Okay.
I use the same strategy with working out. I'm not saying that applies to everybody, but I think it's a good thing if some people implement those habits to their routine because the long-term advantage, I mean, given the lifestyle that I have sometimes, I'm traveling a lot. And sometimes when I'm here for a week, I'm trying to see all my friends as many days as I can and as much as I can. So I'm probably going to drink a few days here and there. So I'm probably not going to be able to work out as much when I'm here. So when I'm on the field, although I'm already working out by being on the field alone, I always try to make sure once I get back to my hotel, I get those reps on. It's just the mind of it. Like if I go to bed without working out, I'm like, it's not that I didn't get my workout per se in terms of calorie speaking, calorie burned and gained type of thing. But it's just like I went to the gym, I drove back to the hotel, I did what I'm supposed to do.
What do you think, though?
Yeah. What do you?
Well,
yeah.
yeah, I don't know. I understand what he's saying.
Yeah.
My point is always this. It's all about the mindset.
Right.
Because I'm the type of guy who I believe that everything is about mindset.
Right.
You know?
Right.
If you set your mind certain way,
Right.
even your body is gonna respond in certain way.
Right.
So it's all about your mental. Like everything is here. I
So
believe
mind
that
before the body.
Everything, mind,
Okay.
True.
everything. Like for me,
Facts.
like
do you
everything.
do you think maybe there is an inverted effect where maybe some people it's the opposite, where the body affects the mind first? Because maybe their mind is infected, like they're
But-
mentally ill, and they need to fix the body first to be.
Well, the
correct.
thing is like before you get to that, you have to think. You have to pass through your head first. You cannot wake up, I'm gonna do this. Before you say that, you thought about it.
Right.
By the time that you think that you work in verse, you already thinking. That's my point.
Boom.
Oh, the brain always comes
It's
first.
the brain,
Yeah.
bro.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Even if you
Yeah.
think like, oh, okay, before I work out better if I eat first. Brain.
Right.
If I wake up in the morning, before go to work, as you said, or even after I go to work, I have to put my routine and go to
Yeah,
work
yeah.
to the gym. Still brain.
Hold on, but what would you say to the homeless people who are mentally ill?
I'm not expert on that part, but I still
Well,
like, even though they are the way they are, they still think.
True.
You have seen people with mental issue do something like, he did something really great.
That's true.
How? Although he's like not 100% good, but they still think.
True.
Even people that do bad stuff, you still think about it.
Do you want me asking, what do you do for a living? If you don't want me asking.
Yeah, that's a good question.
No, because- should-
He's making great
You
points.
should
So.
be a psychologist.
Yeah. Man, you losing money in the psychology
Bro,
field,
no.
man.
But do you want me asking?
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
What do you do for a living?
My major is it's not weird, but most people don't know about it. I'm a GIS specialist. So I'm a geographic information science.
What's
Yeah.
the name?
Rashad.
Ra-
RASHAD, I think.
H-A-D, Rashad?
Evans.
Evans.
EVAS.
Oh, got it. Mixed martial. Oh yeah, I see what you're saying. Right here.
Oh.
He got the dreads going too. On that picture, at least.
This is him now.
Yeah.
Now he's a commentator. But bro, he's trained. Dude, he's fought John Jones. He's trained.
I think I know this guy. Yeah,
Bro.
that's what I said. I might know his.
Oh yeah,
I remember this guy.
Yeah, that rings a bell. Yeah, I know this
Okay,
picture.
it's Rampage Jackson. You're probably thinking about that.
You emphatically believe that the mind always comes first, right?
Yeah.
And does the body? Do you ever think that the body or whatever the body does at some point influence what the mind ends up doing?
Yes, I do believe that.
Okay.
However, before you do that, your mind has to program that.
Yeah.
To even do something that will
because,
eventually influence the,
you have to
the mind.
believe. You know, sometimes you say your voice or like what you say is powerful, because if you say like I'm gonna do this, you do that. You know, because you putting yourself be like I'm gonna do it.
Right.
You know, and you're gonna end up doing it. Okay.
Subconscious mind.
Mm.
Well, it brings up your point.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of the times your brain gets taken over by your subconscious, and then the body takes over, and sometimes your body gets over. It's a complex conversation.
Yes.
I don't know why we're talking.
Yeah, I'm not even expert.
I'm glad we're
just,
diving into it. Yeah.
I'm not expert.
That's what's good about a podcast. You're having a conversation, and you're giving counterparts that are very valuable to our counterpart, which allows us to think differently. We're
Exactly.
Like, oh, so we're learning because you're giving us a different point of view.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's the point of a podcast to
Yeah.
me. It's why I did this podcast. I'm not
That's what I'm enjoying the most, because I'm glad you're challenging my view, and like I'm opening my mind as a result of it.
Same.
I'm like, oh shit, okay,
Same.
nice, bring it
I'm
in.
not doing
I
this
mean-
for money, man. Like at all. This is just for this reason in particular.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Last time I saw this guy was years ago.
My guy.
And we've stayed connected somehow.
Yeah.
And I was thankful that he was like, oh, I want to be in the pod. Fuck yeah, come on then, let's go.
Yeah. 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 So I mean,
But-
going back to what I was mentioning, so like he just pointed out about the subconscious part. You know, like when we dream and things like that. I know it's the mind again. You know, you're emphasizing the mind part a lot, but when we dream, I'm not an expertise on this again, by the way. I think when our dreams are a manifestation of unreleased thoughts in our brain, in our subconscious, in other words. So our dreams are just a manifestation of whatever our subconscious is thinking about. That's kind of how I try to define it. I mean, I probably might not be technically.
I love it, dude. When you're thinking, you're like this.
Yeah.
I'm listening, and I'm like,
Yeah, I might not be technically correct as far as like the definition goes, but that's how I see dream. Like I'm like, there's no way I'm dreaming of that. Like I'm not just dreaming of being on a random dumpster in in Bangladesh or something like that. Like I'm dreaming of things that could possibly happen. So that's why I define dream as just a manifestation of our subconscious.
okay, can I ask you a question? Again, also, I'm not an expert in the subject, right? But it's tough. I do agree with you. Actually, I do agree with you. But the thing is, like, I have think about these or before, right?
Mm-hmm.
If you have a dream of something that you never thought about,
Yes, yeah.
so if you answer that,
I normally call
That's
those
like-
nightmares.
sometimes I actually good dreams. Sometimes are actually good,
Yeah, yeah, yes.
but you never
yeah.
thought about it.
Yes.
You never even like talk to somebody about it. So that like kind of like change what we think. You're right. So I don't really have a lot to say about it because I don't really understand it. Like to be honest.
Yeah.
I
Bring
don't
it in.
really-
Keep talking, man.
No, I
I want you
don't-
to keep talking. Whatever it is, just keep talking, man.
Yeah. Thank you, man. Yeah, I don't really understand when it comes to the dreams. Like I don't
Yeah.
really understand because like still something that I can't define it. You know, sometimes you think like okay, sometimes you're gonna have a dream of a topic that you had before you went to bed, or maybe something that you were thinking before you
Right.
went to bed.
Right.
But sometimes, of course, you're gonna have a dream that you never thought about. You just had a dream. That's
Yeah.
what you said. Maybe passed from the generation or something like that. But
Yeah.
it's really tough one. I'm not
Yeah,
gonna
the-
lie.
yeah.
Yeah, it's really complex.
Yeah,
We're
the
not,
dream.
we're not scientists or
Yeah, I.
Yeah, it's not-
we're not.
Yeah.
But that's what's fun is that like 28, 27, like I never the way you guys think. I never thought the way you guys thought at my age. I was very tunnel vision. I was like rock
Yeah,
star.
you got it.
Rock star.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I failed. But it's all good because I met a couple people. I might cut this out. I met a couple
I don't think you
people-
failed. Sorry for cutting you off.
I was about to cut in
I
too.
normally I think the reward is not the destination; it's the process. So I think you're still in the process.
That's a
Clip
good one.
that. Clip that. That's
Yeah.
beautiful.
Yep.
Destination, who
But-
gives a fuck? Like I can speak from experience.
Yeah.
Like I used to dream for moments like this. Like I live in the United States and I have a decent life, and like I'm here having a podcast with a friend that I met when I was in college.
Random, huh?
Like I'm not even from the capital back home. I'm from the south, small town, like less than 300,000 people growing up. Went to normal high school. Parents never had real money that people define as money. Went to public school all the time. Was a Catholic. Went to Catholic school from kindergarten to ninth grade. Went to high school, state-funded, normal high school. Even the fact that I ended up in the United States was, in my head, an accident. Like I wasn't even supposed to be here. Like financially, obviously, I was never gonna be able to afford it.
When did you? Okay, so you said you're from the south side of your
Very
province.
south, yeah.
He is from where?
I'm from the
The capital, which is like north
No.
So
of
give me
where
an
I'm
example
from.
in the United States. Like,
Okay, if I had to give you an example, it would be more U.S. since it's more of a lateral
capital
state.
of state though.
Yeah, okay. Let's say he's from, I won't even say Washington, D.C. Let's say a combination of Washington, D.C., New York, L.A., and Texas. That's kind of how the capital looks like back home.
Oh, for you guys, how big it is?
No, the combination, just as far as importance and industries that rely on that city per se. Like the political center is there, the financial center is there, trading center is there, everything you can think
All the
of.
resources are there.
Center. Not necessarily extracted from there, but they are traded over there.
So pretty much, it's a hub.
It's the hub
It's
of
like
the
hub,
country.
like
It's
all
the
the
place.
resources
Yeah, it has
transferred.
almost half of the whole
From where you're
population.
from. Yeah.
Yeah.
And how far is the transport from? where you're
So
from?
I used to take bus, public bus, and I remember they can go over 80 kilometers an hour. You do the math to figure out how that is in miles. Grew up in Western,
Is it-
Southern Hemisphere,
is it-
Southern
is it
Hemisphere, sorry.
half?
Yeah.
Not half. I think it's 1.5
Oh,
type.
so it's like drugs. It's like pounds.
Yeah, kind
It
of.
says like drugs.
It's like pounds and kilogram
So
deal.
it's like, oh, shit's like, whatever. Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, I mean, you guys do the math. You guys will figure it out. But yeah, kilometers and miles. So it was about. So the buses that I used to take, the public buses, they couldn't go farther than 80 kilometers an hour. So they were slow as hell. So whenever, and my parents would only allow me to, whenever I needed to go to the capital, to take those public buses that don't go that far because they want to make sure I'm safe. So I used to take those every time, like countless time, honestly. And they used to last me. I remember, if I leave, like normally I used to leave at night so I can get there in the morning.
How long, bro?
It was real long.
long.
Bro, it's like,
How long to stay out
Yeah,
here?
okay.
He's giving a lot of speech.
For how long is it? To
bro,
get
I'm trying to describe, it's, okay.
Yeah. Hey, bro. No. how
Uncle
long-
Google, Uncle
No,
Google.
how long? Do you know how long it took you to get to him? 2 hours.
He's never left the
No,
capital.
I never left the
But do you know
capital.
the distance though?
No, I
Is it
don't.
like
To be honest, I don't.
Bro,
I know it's far though, but I
That was
don't.
an essay, wasn't it?
Yeah.
That was a
Fuck it.
fucking essay.
Yeah. Say it. Yeah. I mean, I'm fucking botching this shit. I'm trying to be too technical with it. Let me get the actual numbers. Dog guy, bro. Yeah, I'm a dog guy. Cats are quieter, which is good. But oh shit,
Man, I can't wait. I can't wait to have a bigger setup.
No, your setup is really nice.
Nah, I need a bigger one.
Of course, you'll get there. You'll get there.
Yeah, you get there, bro.
That's a good start. I don't know how long you've been doing this.
The equation is
No.
time and consistency.
No, not long.
No.
I just bought the house.
Oh, How many podcasts do you have online already?
He is number 7,
Number 7.
but I've done more. Never posted him. Yeah, because a lot of technical issues. Yeah, a lot of not. Some ones are like some people have gotten a little too drunk, and I'm like, I can't post it because you're not gonna, you won't want this, so I won't release it. Or for example, before I went to Greece, I had 3 people scheduled for one day. I was looking forward to the. I was like, "Whoa, that's like 6.
Pod in
That's
one
like
day. That's what's up.
4.5, 6 hours of just focus."
Hey, by the way, going back to what I was saying.
Oh no! We left off before we switched off.
Yeah.
We left off on this, on Portuguese.
Yeah.
That's where we left off on.
Oh, yeah, how I speak Portuguese.
Yeah.
Okay, so like I was saying at the very beginning of the pod, I said we all give credits to how the British Empire, the sun never set.
Yeah. That was before that. That was way before.
I used that as a preface to get where I wanted to get. The Portuguese are the actual OG at it. Everywhere where the English were, the Portuguese were there first. Even in Hawaii, the Portuguese were in
Slow down.
Hawaii
Say it again.
first.
Everywhere. The English.
Where the British were there, or places that used to be part of the British Empire, the Portuguese were there first. You can name it, any place.
Can I ask you a dumb question?
Yeah.
And this is, I don't care.
Yeah.
You know.
Fuck it. Yeah,
no,
we're all dumb,
it's a
bro.
dumb question. Portuguese. I know this is dumb because my old drummer, one of my friends, he is Portuguese.
Okay.
Portuguese. And what's the difference between Portuguese and Spaniard?
So,
You know this?
historically,
Do you know this?
yeah, they
Okay.
both part of the peninsula, Iberian Peninsula. Okay. The Romans used to call it Hispania. The whole peninsula, they used to call it Hispania.
Yeah.
The Arabics, they call it Andalusia. Because modern day Spain and Portugal used to be, back Phoenicians, and then the Romans, and then the Visigoths, in other words, the Germanic tribes that migrated from East Germany to, after the Roman Empire failed, to just cover up whatever the Romans couldn't control anymore. A bunch of Germans came and they became the overlords. And then the Arabics came. So Islam was founded in the year of 600, and then Prophet Muhammad just started expanding from east of modern day Saudi Arabia. Back in the days, just known as Arabia. And
During
then
the 600 BC.
600. Yeah, after Christ, AC.
AC.
Yeah.
Oh,
after
interesting.
Christ.
Okay.
So they so there's 3 Abrahamic religions, right? Judaism, the oldest one, and then Christianity, and then Islam came right after, hence being BC after Christ, because Christianity already existed. AC, I meant. So they expanded in the Iberian Peninsula, and then they started expanding like outwardly, like going north, like the Anatolia, like Turkey type of area, and then going west, Egypt, the whole North Africa. That's how most North Africa, they speak Arabic, because during the Islam expansion, they even ended all the way in Western China, they practice Islam. Xinjiang province, Western China, they practice Islam. So what I was getting is like the modern day Spain and Portugal, they were, I guess we use the term colonized, but I guess you can say that, but the Arabics ruled it for 700 years. They only lost it. I don't know if you heard the term, the Reconquista. That's when the Europeans, Christians, because the Arabics, they went all the way in South France.
Dang.
They were trying to go all the way to Paris, but they lost in the battle of, I think it was the battle of Toulouse, like in, what was the year? 887, something like that.
Still in the AC period?
Yeah, after Christ still.
Oh,
yeah.
still.
It was like, I think,
Wow.
9th century or something like that, when the Arabics tried to take over France.
You know this?
And Western Europe.
Me either, but this is he makes me want to learn history, dude.
Yeah, and then the Reconquista process started with the Crusades, right? Because the point Pope Pio back in those days in South France, he proclaimed so there is that term. There's that term, Deus Volt.
You don't gotta get that close. Just
Deus Volt. That's the term that Pope Pio was using, which means like he gave that task to all the Christians to retake modern day Palestine, the Promised Land, Jerusalem. It was.
Is this during the time of like the whole Bible stuff?
It's described in the Bible,
Yeah.
but obviously in biblical ways,
Yeah.
not necessarily, in historical ways, so to speak. So we had the first crusade, second, the third crusade, and that's how the Christians were able to retake modern day Spain, Portugal, and South France from the Arabics. They finally took it in the 15th centuries, the years 1400 something. That's when they fully overtook Cordoba, I think was the last part. Cordoba is like south of Spain. So like they're still, even when the Christians took most of modern day Spain and Portugal, the southern part to the Mediterranean area was still controlled by the Arabics. Cordoba was controlled by the Arabics. That was the last part that the Europeans were able to take from the Arabics, which was done pretty much in the 14th century when the Arabic civilization was not the greatest. Because their peak, like, we can speak about science, like we say algebra. That's an Arabic word. Al.
Is it
Everything
Greek?
that starts al, that's Arabic. Al means the.
Oh shit.
Algebra. Arabic. Algorithm. Arabic.
Hey,
They
man,
were the
hey, you're blowing my mind, dude. Hey, I bet you're blowing my mind.
I want to go back though to the question that
dude,
you asked.
Go ahead.
So that was just a
Give me some water.
backstory.
Like, we're sharing the same cup.
Yeah,
so
that was a
No,
backstory.
give me some water. Sharing the same
water?
cup.
No,
We're,
water. I'll
we're
have
sharing.
water
No, give
some
me
other
the.
time.
No, give me the
Oh,
water.
you need water.
We're sharing the same
oh,
cup.
my bad, bro. My bad. My bad. My
Okay,
bad.
go back.
Yeah. So like that was a backstory that ended up being a little longer than I was planning, but I said that to.
Release yourself, bro. You're killing it with knowledge.
Yeah, I said
I
that.
lost track, but you got it.
Please keep up with me, bro.
No, this is your pod. No, I can't. But this is your pod. I cannot. But this is your pod.
Okay, let's
So
go.
no, this is your camera. That's your camera. That's your. Well, just those two.
Yeah, I got it. Two is better than one. I'll take that. So like what I was saying is what I was kind of going to is like that created like the Portuguese are very like adventurous people. At least those people back in those days in the 14th, 13th century. The one that like a lot of people left, like a lot of Norsemen, people from modern day Scandinavian left just going for the Crusades. They went to the Iberian Peninsula. A lot of them ended up in North Africa, modern day North Africa,
So okay,
Turkey.
Let's like slow it down for a sec.
Okay.
Let's pretend like I mean, do you know the Crusades?
No, I don't.
I don't know the Crusades. I know one Crusade, and that's from a band called Trivium. They have a song called The Crusades, but it is based off the historical events of
in
the Crusades.
1100s.
But you said it was 1, 2, and 3.
Yeah, there was 3 Crusades. Yeah. So the whole point of the Crusades was because, again, in a 600, the Arabic expansion, they took Mecca, Medina, which are now the center of the Islamic world. It's in the east of Saudi Arabia, nearby the Sinai Peninsula, nearby the Suez Canal, pretty much.
You said they took Mecca,
Mecca and Medina.
not like the actual Mecca, like with the black square in the center,
Is it the Mecca, the city? Mecca is a city.
where
in
they
Saudi
all
Arabia.
pray, where all the Muslims pray.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
yeah. So they took over it.
Yeah, so a little
sorry,
another
man,
background
yeah.
story. So like,
Go ahead.
You still didn't answer the question.
I know I was gonna get there. I was trying to give a background story. Why the
Why do you-
Portuguese?
Oh.
No, why do you speak Portuguese?
Yeah, that's what I was
shit.
gonna get.
Yo,
You
fuck.
lost like.
Bro.
I'm going.
No. Hey, no. He's right.
Okay, I'm
So,
gonna go to
Portuguese-
the point.
Portuguese.
Okay, I'm gonna go to the point. Not much a background story at this point.
Damn.
So what
You
I
know-
was trying to explain is like why the Portuguese are so adventurous. Because I was trying to give a background story how the country itself even
History.
came about.
I know. I'm interested in it, but
So
I'm interested.
Yeah, so those are sea people. like adventure people. At least the people back in those days.
Yeah.
So as a result, since Portugal was such a small, geographically speaking, place confined in such a small area compared to other European countries, so they felt the need to go outwardly to look for more space and influence. So as a result, they found those islands. Like there's the Azores, the islands of Azores. U.S. has a military base there. They needed to use it in World War II.
Whoa, this is
so
awesome.
There's the Azores Island, and there is so many islands off the coast, the west coast of Africa, that a lot of Portuguese were able to find in those days, because they were trying to find the shortest path to get to India, to get the spices. And there was the Silk Road trade, China and Roman. They didn't know of each other. They knew of each other, but they didn't know each other. So they knew that they need to trade something. So I send this and I get that from the east. But they knew there was some place over there, but they didn't exactly know geographically speaking. Oh, it's there. It's X and Y miles away from X and Y place. So they didn't know those things. So a lot of them at those times, because they had to go through the middlemen, which were the Arabics, either the Turks, the Iranians, and some other Arabics in the middle. They were we get the goods from China, and then we give it to you, and vice versa. We get things from here.
I'm going to interrupt you here, man, because I'm a nerd.
Okay.
This is why it's fun to be informative with historical events and what you know, archaeology, whatever, all this information you know. Because did you watch The Mandalorian on Disney?
No.
Okay, well, there's a situation.
I'm terrible with TV. I don't watch much.
Well, that's why you're super smart. But there's a situation in Star Wars where what you're talking about is they use this. You never watch Star Wars at all.
No, never.
That sucks for you.
Yeah, I know.
No, because if you watch it with your intellect and with your knowledge, you're gonna watch it and you're gonna understand how it resembles politics, history. Like you just told me right now, I had no idea about this stuff. Trading of, obviously I knew this before, but I didn't know particulars.
Right.
Salt for gold and so on and so forth. Spices were for gold. Spices were the most valuable. Salt and pepper in particular.
Yeah.
But Star Wars, bro, you know how long Star Wars has been going around for? Since I'm also incorrect, 70s, 80s.
Damn.
But if you watch the whole story timeline arc, it goes from politics to marriage and love to people falling fault to power. Because you can give somebody power and you'll see what they become and who their true selves are. Mm-hmm. Lord of the Rings, for example.
Yeah.
For example, you're 28, whatever.
Yeah.
If I gave you $1 billion for free, you don't know how you're going to react. You'll change over time, but that's it's the method of Star Wars. Right. That's why Star Wars is such a big, iconic film, because it touched on politics. Yeah. It touches on power upon the most humble and genius people.
Right.
It goes upon geographical stuff, upon trading spices and so on and so forth. That's Star Wars, bro. A freaking fictional movie.
Damn, now I want to watch it.
No, you have to watch it because you're more smarter than I am. So when you watch it, you're gonna correlate all these situations that's going on in the film, and you start to realize how the fuck did they write this in the 80s, 70s, whatever, and then continue to keep writing it on. Bro, I cried multiple times on the film because it's super. You haven't watched it, bro? Star Wars,
Fuck,
dude.
I'm pissed off for myself.
No. It's not. Don't be pissed off. It should be more looking forward to it because you have a lot of knowledge of We haven't touched on the topics yet. We're gonna end this pretty soon.
Yeah.
I want to hang out still, but you're very informative with internal affairs and politics in general. You are. You're also very informative with history. You're also very informative with geological events. You are. You just are. That's just the way your brain works, and you retain that. Watch Star Wars.
I need to. I mean, now I have no excuse.
But people don't think about Star Wars that way. But Star Wars is those four things.
Right.
And I've watched it growing up, and every time I watch it, when I get older and older and I get more knowledgeable,
Right.
it makes me cry, bro, because they're starting to release new stuff now where they're giving in like, so when books are released, right?
Right.
Or films, there's gaps in between because they have a limited amount of space.
Right.
But now with technology, now they're releasing. So those are macro. Those are macro events. Films are macro events.
Okay.
Books have micro and macro events.
So in other words, you're saying books tend to be more detail oriented.
100%.
Yeah, most of them.
But now with technology,
Yeah.
what Star Wars has been doing it for decades, they were doing macro events, right? But now with technology and all the money they've accumulated over the course of decades,
Right.
now they're putting their money into the micro stories. And so
Right.
now you get this, or it's like this, technically, Star Wars wise.
Right.
Now you're getting the real.
Yeah.
Now
the
you can
ins and outs of everything.
Now you
yeah.
can get more invested in personalities, more invested into the story because now you have the details of people's lives where you can resonate with. Because
Right.
you can only go so far on macro.
Right.
In the big scheme of things, only go so far.
Right.
But Star Wars was successful and they resonated.
Right.
But then once you start hitting the actual personal stuff,
Right.
which is the micro,
Right.
which is shit that you don't post on social media,
Yeah.
and that's what they're doing now. That's me selling you Star Wars, 100%. And I'm not the biggest.
I'm sold on it. You got me, man.
I'm
You
not
got me.
I'm not the biggest Star Wars fan, man. I'm actually the least. My old singer Tiago, he's the biggest Star Wars fan,
Man, I've met so many
but I'm not.
big Star Wars
I'm
fans. They
not.
weren't able to convince me to look forward to watch it as much as you have done it.
No,
so
but it
kudos to you.
no, it all is. It's not just the movie. It's literally geopolitics. It's politics. It's
The movie behind the movie, in other words.
You're smart enough, man. You watch it, and now that I told you that, you're like, oh shit, I see the correlation. Lightsabers, blue, red. Republican Army, Democratic Army. He can come in. He wants you to. Yeah, that's him. He wants you to cuddle him.
I noticed.
God on him,
Yeah,
man.
no. You see what he's doing?
Give him kisses and
No,
hugs.
no.
man.
No, he's chasing you though.
Yeah, he wants
Yeah.
talking to the phone over
Because
there.
he wants to.
He wants
no,
attention.
well,
Like,
he wants you to love him.
I'm like,
Yeah.
wow.
He didn't do it to Wilson.
Yeah, not me, man.
No, it's you.
I'm like, I'm the worst person.
No, but it's your vibe.
I was, yeah.
I win.
No. And then we dove into the Star Wars
Hey.
thing, man. You know how it
I'm
goes.
gonna say something.
What's up?
Answer the question.
Finally, bro.
Okay.
Answer.
Okay. So the reason
Yeah.
why is like school book, Diogo Cão, Paulo Dias de Novas. You know what I'm talking about, those names.
I don't know, yeah.
So in 1482, a Portuguese man.
Check 'em.
Yeah.
I'm checking.
Yeah, a Portuguese man, sailor actually. So they were trying to get to India, like I told you. So they were using the west coast of Africa.
No. Why do you speak it?
Bro.
Okay.
Just answer.
Fuck
What is
history.
So, okay.
Why do you speak it?
I'm such a
Bro,
fucking, I'm
I'm
such
gonna
a
be-
junkie, man.
I'm gonna keep it in, but we spent like 40 minutes.
trying to get that answer
No,
out.
just why do you speak Portuguese? Your
Okay,
mom, your dad.
so, you
What's
know,
up?
I speak Portuguese because the Portuguese started in 1482 by Paulo Dias de Novas or Diogo Cão. So they landed in the shore of Angola, and they met with the king back in those days of Angola.
Wilson.
And
No,
as a result,
yes.
I started speaking Portuguese
Because the king.
because they spent 500 years there.
Hold on. This is a question for you.
Yeah.
You don't like to use colonize?
No, I don't like those terms, bro.
Why not? Why not? But why not?
Because like understand why? Because like, it's,
Yeah, because Angola was colonized by the Portuguese. That's the
That's literally what people answer when they ask
Yeah.
why you speak Portuguese.
Oh, but what?
Because everybody knows that African countries were colonized by Europeans.
other than Ethiopia. Yeah,
That's what I know.
Ethiopia and Liberia.
Ethiopia, Liberia. Yeah.
Yeah. Other than these two countries, every African country was colonized by
Europeans.
At one point to another. Yeah.
So wait,
Which one? You just gotta know which one.
question though: Is European is Spaniards considered European?
Yeah, from Spain.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Is that
But the
European?
Spanish, they weren't. So I was gonna get. That's where sometimes I have to go to history because there is this agreement the Tortilla
Tostada?
agreement.
Tostada?
No, the Tortillos agreement, Tortadillas agreement, something like that. When they found the New World, the Portuguese and the Spanish were the first ones. Obviously, Columbus, and then the Portuguese in the eastern side, meaning Africa, Asia, India, the whole place. And then the
Wow.
Spanish, the New World, modern day America. Wow. The continent. So they were having a dispute. Brazil is the only country in South America that doesn't speak Spanish because they speak Portuguese.
Yeah.
Because there was a dispute between the Portuguese and the Spanish before. Because in 1640 they united, they became one country, and then they split again. So before the union, before 1640, there was a dispute like who takes what. And then back in those days, the Pope used to call the shots.
I gotta pee, bro.
You gotta pee?
Take a seat. No,
You
I gotta
gotta
pee so
pee?
bad. No,
Yeah.
but I'm so into it. I
Yeah.
gotta pee so bad.
Okay. Paulo,
seat,
come
bro.
on here. Come on here.
Bro, please.
Paulo, come
Please.
on here.
I don't want to edit, bro.
Yeah.
Come on.
Come on.
I gotta
Paulo,
pee so bad.
come on
bro.
in.
I gotta pee so bad.
I gotta continue what I'm saying. Yeah, I gotta continue what I'm saying.
Wilson?
I just peed.
Dude, this guy's the best. You guys are doing your own podcast.
Yeah. Paulo, he got it.
No, both of you, because you guys are like yin and yang, very different contradicting opinions.
Yeah.
All right.
So yeah, like I was saying,
I'll send you some money for gas, dude.
the
for real.
Tortadillos agreement, where the Portuguese and the Spanish, they both went. Obviously, Rome used to call the shots. The Pope, and everything. They used to kind of modern day USA. When US signs off on something, that means that's law. US approved it. That's the shit. So the Pope or the Catholic Church used to kind of be the arbiter, so to speak, back in those days. So they had the division. That after, I think it was, what year was that? 14 something. So the agreement it was in the 15th century for sure. So the Spanish, they divided off of the east coast of Brazil, there was a line there dividing. Everything on the west was controlled by the Spanish. Everything eastern from that line was controlled by the Portuguese, which means the whole continent of Africa, Portuguese spheres of influence. Middle East, Portuguese sphere of influence. Asia, all the way to China, Japan, Portuguese sphere of influence. And the other side, like all of America that we can think of these days, Spanish area of influence, including Philippines. Wonder why? Including the Philippines, like I was saying.
Say again?
Including the Philippines. Filipinos, man, whatever you say. You wonder why you meet a guy from the Philippines and his name is like Fernando. Juan. It's because the Spanish were there.
Yeah.
That was after the division in 15th century. Technically, that part of Asia was part of the Spanish area of influence. So they didn't even know that existed. It was just an arbitrary line that the Pope was like, okay, we don't want you guys to fight. Portuguese, you take that. Spanish, you take that. And then whatever is there, you guys gonna find out. And it just so happened that the globe is spherical.
I have a question for
Do you have a question?
Why don't you use the word colonize or colonize?
Yeah.
Colonizers?
Yeah.
Um,
That's interesting.
Oh yeah, I mean,
bad.
not at all. So like, there is not a specific reason, honestly, that I choose not to use it. I feel as though the word influenced by covers more information or covers more space, more so than the word. Because colonize can be, for some people, depending on your level of sensitivity, can be condescending to certain people. So like, if you go to Hawaii, they hate the fact that they have to speak English. Because
I don't think they use it.
I don't think. No, I don't think.
no, I don't think it
don't
per
think
se offends the majority, but there is always that percentage of people that find that offensive.
I think you're wrong in this one. Yeah.
Oh yeah?
Yeah. No. This.
Nobody gives a fuck.
Like
Nobody gives a
maybe you gotta check maybe the definition of colonize maybe
Okay.
a little bit more. Maybe.
Okay, yeah.
Because like I feel like it's just a word. Maybe you don't like it, but
A lot
I
of
feel
things is just a word, but
it's
they
just a
still
word,
offend
but-
some people.
Yeah,
though.
but I feel like for this one particularly, let's say like you meet somebody in the street, like, oh wow, you got an accent, you speak Portuguese. Why do you speak Portuguese? What would you say? You're not gonna give them this essay that you're trying
No,
to
I
give
said
them.
no. Yeah, they wouldn't. Yeah,
No, I was asking that because I was
Yeah.
like, okay, if you're in the street,
yeah.
somebody
I'm.
like, okay,
Yeah, I'm.
what would you say? Like, Just like a straight
Oh,
answer.
normally I say, I speak Portuguese because I'm from Angola. I've been asked that question multiple times.
Yeah, because like like some people would say like, oh,
Angola,
where's
yeah.
Angola?
Where's that?
I'm
Yeah,
like,
I saw Southwest
I thought you guys
Africa.
speak Portuguese. Oh, I thought you guys speak French. Or
They always say
English.
like, "Are you Brazilian?" type of
Yeah.
thing. Yeah, I get that follow-up question a lot. I go like, "Oh no, I'm from Angola, Southwest Africa. It used to be a Portuguese colony."
Yeah.
I don't necessarily say it was colonized.
No, by color. That's the thing. Like,
I know it's the same thing, but it's like saying like, okay, this is probably not the greatest example I could come up
Yeah.
with, but
Again-
let's just use it. It's like okay. No,
Again,
man.
I'm gonna say something. I'm gonna say something.
Yeah. Let me. Can I just give the example real
I'm
quick?
gonna say that, and then I'm gonna step out.
Yeah.
Rules here, bro.
Yeah, I'm gonna say
Let me
something.
just come up with this example real quick.
No.
No, let me say. I'm gonna say something. and then you
Okay.
can
Go
continue.
ahead.
It's all in your mind. We back there.
My mind guide. Let's
Yeah,
go.
it's all here. I mean, there's a lot of movie that
I'm not even a nerd.
Sometimes you hear people talking about it. I believe I have heard about
Yeah.
I know.
and I feel like my wife even has
Your wife. How old is your wife?
she's 26.
Yeah, she might not like it. I don't know. I think you would like it though.
But the reason I'm saying that because we have a Disney Plus because of her, so she watches a lot of movies over there in Disney. So I don't watch Disney.
Bro, I can't wait to show you some shit. You're gonna fucking love. Do you love fantasy stuff? Not really.
See,
You're a man.
it depends. It just depends.
I know you, man.
Maverick, I have a question.
Thank you.
What? Well, I don't know how much you've been following this, but what do you?
Yeah, might as well. Thank you.
What are your thoughts on Ukraine-Russian war or Russian-Ukraine conflict, however you want to phrase it?
This is why I was excited to have you on, because I have no idea what the fuck's going on, and this is why I wanted to have you on, because part of my questions, you're heavily involved naturally. You are like, is your algorithms are all just international affairs?
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, you'd hate.
But that's
to
your-
hover around my YouTube.
No,
page,
well,
yeah.
I wouldn't hate it, man.
Yeah.
I would not hate it. It's just that's not what my life is.
Right.
I don't hate it.
Yeah.
What do I think?
By the way, your taxpayer money is been going over there. By the way, so
I have no idea what the fuck's going on, man.
I mean, we have sent over $100 billion to Ukraine. It's close to 200 at this point, but Biden just asked for 25 billion more to send to Ukraine.
Well, but they're losing right now. The Russians are winning right now.
I mean, they lost over 20% of their territory.
Yeah, but the prediction is currently they're gonna win.
Who?
Russia.
Oh yeah, Russia.
No,
There was never a guess.
no, but currently, no. At the beginning,
What I'm saying is like Russia took 20% of Ukrainians' territory.
I thought you meant because remember at the beginning of the whole situation
Yeah.
where when Russia was taking over, they didn't have the economical power or the supply chain to take over Ukraine.
Who? Russia.
Russia. They didn't.
Is that where did you get that information from? I don't mean to like inquire you and
question me,
like
man,
that.
all day. 'Cause I'm an idiot.
Yeah.
Remember?
Was that media?
Nope, that was Rogan. That was flagrant.
Flagrant.
Yeah, bro. They didn't have at the beginning of the whole thing. But that's the thing, though. This is
Okay, let me give you a round.
Hold on. No, I'm the idiot here, which is probably most people here listening.
That help us all,
No
yeah.
disrespect.
Yeah.
What I'm doing. I'm regurgitating.
I see.
I'm regurgitating shit that I heard,
Right.
which most people do.
I also heard that. Yeah.
You as well.
Yeah.
But you backed it up today. You asked me to just read the headlines of articles in a text message. And I was like, I ain't doing that, bro. Because if I'm
Yeah.
going to fucking read a fucking article, if I'm going to read a headline, I'm going to read a fucking article. I'm not
Right.
going to be disrespectful and just read a headline. 'Cause
Gotcha.
everybody fucking read headlines.
Yeah.
I don't do that shit.
Yeah.
So you're asking me the question of like, where do I get the information from?
Yeah.
Podcast. And I'm well aware it's incorrect. And it's not my thing, man. I just don't give a fuck about that stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Which should I?
I mean, you're sending money there. I mean, maybe.
How you know if I'm sending money or not?
I mean, without
Ukraine?
your consent, it's being sent.
I ain't
there,
sending no
yeah.
money to Ukraine.
You pay taxes?
Oh yeah, you're right. Boom.
There you
Pound.
go. So,
What does this interest you?
about just that topic specifically, or just geopolitics in general?
No, Ukraine and Russia. Like it's a big topic, obviously, right in the news.
Right.
Why is that of importance to the world?
That's a good question. The actual conflict, like in normal terms these days, started on February 24th, 2022.
Yeah, it's been going for a long time.
22.
Yeah.
So a year and a half, maybe 2 years now.
Yeah.
It will be 2 years next February. Okay. So at this point, you must be familiar with. I like to go, give a background story.
Fuck.
But I'll keep it
Wilson,
very
we gotta
short.
end this.
I know. I'll keep it very short. I won't even go back to the 1918 or anything like that. I'll go like all the way. Not even 1990 when Ukraine became
No. Wilson's
independent.
laughing. No, Wilson.
I'll fast forward to 2014. How about 2014?
No. We're done. Give me a handshake. No, we're not done. Give me a handshake.
What's up?
No, wait on. Give me your hand.
Yeah.
And then do this. Ready?
Yeah.
Clap. Ready? Loud as hell. Ready? Clap. No, like swing.
Okay.
Oh no, make a loud clap.
Okay.
You're not clapping.
That was rough. Okay.
Oh, we can't do this. No, we're not done yet. This is for the next podcast. I want to be fun.
Bro, we're doing it.
I want to be fun.
Okay. Let me make it fun. I'm trying to.
Fuck no podcast. Fuck no politics.
Yeah.
Can we just end the podcast? Politics?
Okay.
Please.
So what do you want to talk about? What do you want
Because when you get into politics, it's obviously you're very tunnel vision.
Yeah.
It's not a bad.
Yeah.
It's not a bad
I'm glad
thing.
you got that one.
No, it's not a bad thing because I used to be like that with music. Do me a favor. Let's end this podcast because
Yep.
we've been going for a long time.
Yep. We have.
You've been killing it, 100%. You have been killing it.
Trying.
Do you have anything to shout out? Like what can people? Is there anything you're looking forward to? You and personally, like what is it? What is you personally looking forward to
Yeah.
in life?
Oh wow, life. That's
Currently, like right now. Don't give me
Yeah.
historical events.
yeah. I'll
Like
try. not to.
don't-
It's so hard. Everything.
Bro, back when Putin was involved in
Yeah, yeah,
97.
you know how it goes.
No.
Everything that has to do with the future in my head is always tied up with the past and the present, and then I'll go in tangents. It'll be like, hey, back in the Middle East, but let's not go there.
Let's end it this way.
Yeah, let's
In
not
this
go
way.
there. Let's
I
not
have,
go
I have a question.
there. Yes, sir.
Focus on this. How would you like to be remembered when you die?
Ooh, that is a good one. Honestly,
In 4 words.
in 4 words.
I was gonna say 3, but you're gonna go historical, so I said 4.
4. Okay.
And we end it with this.
Okay.
So that's your camera. And
So
4
I don't
words.
need to say I would like to be remembered as. So I'll just say the as.
By.
By. Okay.
I would like to be remembered by.
I'll just say the by in that case. Oh, it's 4 words. Just yeah.
Honestly, fuck the rules. However you feel, but
Nice.
that's the camera.
6 words.
Okay.
When it's all said and done, I personally would like to be remembered as.
Sorry. I don't know why I laugh. I'm sorry. No,
Bro.
I looked at Paulo and I started laughing. I'm sorry.
Paulo, man.
No, that's so
Let me
fucked
talk
up.
about my future, bro. God damn.
Talk about your future, bro. I was a straight
Oh, shit.
I'm trying to focus, man.
All right,
Somebody
go.
has to focus here, man, in this room.
Wilson, he's gonna take good quality.
When it's all said and done, I personally would like to be remembered as someone who was a wanderer, somebody who never put any limitations on their endeavors. And in other simple words, if I had to sum up how I would like to be remembered, I would like to be remembered as Vasco da Gama.
No, Wilson.
Vasco da Gama.
No. Stop. My turn. No. You fucked up. Stop.
Yeah.
All right, ready? Okay, ask me the same question.
Hey, Maverick, how would you like to be remembered when you're not in this living world anymore?
Loving, humbled, disciplined. The fourth one's hard. Loving, humbled, disciplined.
Let me suggest it for fun. Forward looking.
Like a Sonic. Like a fucking Crusader.
A thunder.
A Crusader.
A Crusader. Oh, that's a good one. I like that.
That's me. But I'm gonna try to like.
Ask me the same question again, please.
See though? One word.
I'll take the memo from you.
How would you like to be remembered? Sorry. Wilson?
Yes.
How would you like to be remembered before you pass away?
I'd like to be remembered as a wanderer. That's it. Wonder. It's what I am. I go to incognito places.
You're smarter than that, man.
Oh,
Anyways,
I'm mostly a
hey,
wanderer.
Don't try.
yeah, no. Hey,
Yeah.
Wilson. And can you do this? Because I usually end the podcast.
Yeah.
Like, hey guys, I had Wilson. I can't say your last name.
Hengombe.
Hengombe.
Big bull.
Hengombe.
Nah, that's very Italian.
While
Hengombe.
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 Well, I used to do this. Hey guys, I don't do that.
I had Will.
I
Call
don't
me
do that.
Wilson,
I never
man.
do. I never
Call
do
me
this.
Wilson.
I lied.
Yeah, call me Wilson.
Hey guys, I fucking had fucking Wilson Hengombe tune into the pod.
Butchered the name a little bit, but it's okay.
Fuck, man.
We'll be fine with that.
Cut. Hey, no. You end the pod. So say thank you for this as well.
For everybody who's watching us, thank you very much for checking us out. Dysfunctional podcast, #1 podcast on the planet, #1 podcast in Tucson, in Marana, in the whole state of Arizona, and we're gonna make this shit the #1 podcast in the world very soon. Stay tuned. We coming back.
We out!
Wilson,
We out!
Season 1. We coming back for season 2, motherfuckers.
If you want to be fancy, hold your pinky up like this.